Hello everybody and welcome. I'm Eustace Farmer, and no, you are not mistaken. This is episode 2 in our Coldborough Park Farm Let's Play. We're going to call it Chellington. So what are we doing down here? Well, the William Samuels family, the owners of Coldborough Park Farm, have decided to go into the CCM corn cob mix business. What do you do with that stuff? You feed it to your pigs, and you can also sell it for a very tidy sum. So we've gotten Sir Thomas Chellington involved in it, and he's agreed to loan us the small case harvester with the corn grain header on it that he has down here on the farm, and we're going to use that to do the smaller fields up on Coldborough. And for the large scale harvesting, Coldborough Park Farm uses a father and son contracting team. They have the big equipment, and the owners of Coldborough share some of the smaller stuff like the telehandler and all that with them, but the bigger stuff is done by these father and son team with their helpers. So they're up there getting ready to get started. So what we're going to do is we're going to harvest the corn. It's going to be milled right there on the spot, and then it's going to be hauled down in some tandem lorry trucks to be fermented down here on Chellington Farm. Why? We talked to the biogas company up in Herefordshire. They have one fermenting lane, so it's quite expensive to lease that as it is. They also know the value of CCM, so they have upped the fee to ferment this stuff down there, and it kind of negates any kind of profit we would have already because we're already sharing it with Sir Thomas Chellington. So that's why we're bringing it down here to save money. We'll ferment the stuff down here, and then Sir Thomas will get a portion of the profits from what we sell, and he'll get a little bit to feed his pigs, and then the same for us. Everybody's happy. Okay, so let me go ahead and bring up the tablet here, and I'm just going to show you the route that we're going to take home. There we go. Pretty direct. A little bit of loops and turns there. It's about a 2-hour and 40-minute drive with no traffic, no bathroom stops or anything like that, so it's going to take us several hours to get up there because we're going to have to stop at least once and have something to eat and use the bathroom. So I'm figuring it's going to be a total of about a 3.5 to 4-hour drive. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and I will see you once we get up there.
Silent scan.
All right, so here we are. It's 8:30 in the morning, and we're back in Hereford. We made great time. A very pleasant ride. Okay, so here we are. The guys are, looks like they're getting started. Yep, putting the header on. Got all the equipment all set. Put the outside cam on for a sec. Looking good. There's the tandem lorry down there, waiting to be overloaded. And this right here, the PP20, that is the corn mill. Let's bring them down through this way. And I think the other tandem lorry is down here as well. And you'll recognize these trucks from the first episode where we had them come up here to haul away the junk and assemble the seed towers. Same company. There we go. Alrighty, so we'll go ahead and get this unloaded and get set up, and I'll be right back at you. Alrighty, so welcome back. So I've got the corn mill on the back here, and I'm almost done with this field here, field number 4. So I figured I'd bring this in so we can offload. And the contractors are working hard down in field 17, and they should be done fairly soon. It's coming along very well, and we have decided that we're going to go ahead and take field number 5 up here, which is the small one. Here, let me show you on the tablet. So we'll take field 5, and then we're going to leave fields 18 and 14 to harvest for silage for the cattle for the winter. So 17, 4, and 5 will do for CCM, and that's going to do us more than plenty. All right, let me get in position here. This looks like a good a spot as any. All right, let's get this baby done. Little reverse up the hill. That's tricky business. And being that we're getting kind of heavy, we don't want to make any fast or sudden turns. There we go. Okay. Let's put our pipe out. Whew. Knees are getting rickety for that ladder. All right, so this side is too high, so we'll have to go on the other side because there's a taper on it. Okay, so for some reason it doesn't want to offload into this trailer. Not sure why. I did unload here, and that dumped it on the ground, went right through it. I guess the pipe thinks that the trailer is still too high. There we go. Okay. So it's doable. You just gotta do it a little funky. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking then. I'll wait till the contractors are done with the Massey Ferguson harvester, and then we'll put this header on that. Or actually, that field's probably big enough. We can get away with that other header. And we'll just have him come up and do that one over there, rather than fuss around with this here. And look what's going on in here. What happened in here? Fell right off the trailer. Wow. Well, I'm going to have to deal with that. Probably in the morning, not tonight. So that's a shame, but that's my fault. Didn't really anticipate that. Okay, so you just got to watch your hip bone when you pass by that. Okay. Take it nice and easy. So as you see here, it'll take the raw corn grain and it will mill it as it's offloading it into the trailer. And it mixes up the cob and the grain, and you get that nice yellowy white. That's what you're going to ferment. So we could probably put this mill away because they have the other one down there. And we'll go down to that field and check on things and maybe give the runner a break. I have to kind of sit up on my hip here. Good deal. All right, I'll just get out and unhook this and be back at you. Okay. All righty. Go get the pickup truck and we'll go down field 17. All right. Oh, it looks like somebody's ready to offload. Yeah, let me go tap him on the shoulder and I'll give him a lunch break. All righty, so I sent him off on his early lunch break. It's almost 11 a.m., so takes a little bit longer to offload because, it's milling it. So I'm going to go down and give the harvester driver a break. And if you want to join me for a little bit of that, and then I'll see you towards the end. All right, he just told me on the two-way radio that he needs to be offloaded, so I'll just go ahead and offload him and then send him off for lunch break. Go ahead and wait until she spins around. I was saying he, and it's a she. So apparently, the young lady that was driving the lorry up here with the harvester on the back of it, she also drives the harvester. So she's a multitasker. And now I get to have some fun. So if you guys don't mind while we're doing this, I'd like to give a shout out and show my appreciation to all you awesome folks who watched and commented in the last episode of Coldborough Park. So I'd like to say a big thank you to my friend Grizzly Bear Sims, and to Aaron Klein, and to Gasman Ando, Joseph Weaver, Eric T43, Gamer Alex, Shay Weinberg, Patrick DeRuiter, and Patrick, if I'm pronouncing your last name wrong, please let me know down in the comments section. And I do apologize. Hulk Hogan. Thank you, Hulk Hogan. And Mark Hall. And my good friend and longtime subscriber to the channel, Saber. And the Moose. Go ahead and make my turn and we'll continue on. All right, so we got Anthony Price. Thank you very much, Anthony. All right, and a big thank you to Elvinus. I'm not going to try to pronounce your last name. Gamer Thumbs. Thank you very much, Gamer Thumbs. And to Bob Shrub. And I'd also like to say thank you to Bob. He gave me a little water trigger that he made. It's just a trigger that you can place in the Giants editor any place you'd like. So if you have a body of water where you'd like to get your water for free from the river, but it's kind of a steep embankment and you just can't get down there, this is a great place. You could put it right by the edge of the river and back right up comfortably and pretend you're throwing down your siphon hose into the river to bring it up to your trailer. So thank you very much for that, Bob. It worked out awesome. And I'd like to say a thank you to Williams, and I am Vic the Gamer, Dave O'Halloran. Thank you very much, Dave. Jordan David, and James Bramley. And of course the wonderful BulletBill. Thank you very much, Bill, for your comment. And my good friend Dusty Dave from Dusty Dave Modding. If you don't know who Dusty Dave is, please do check him out. The link to his channel and Facebook are always down in my description, so go on over and check him out. He's working on a great map called Horning Tops. You're going to love it when it comes out. It's going to be brilliant. And I'd like to give a big shout out to Jake Holstein and Just a Belgian Gamer. So thank you guys very much. I really appreciate you messaging me and your wonderful comments, and you're all very, very helpful. I can't say it enough. So thank you very much. Okay. So this we can call job done on this field. We'll go ahead and fold this up. And we might as well give it an offload while we're here. I should have got that, but it's not going to make a hill of beans worth of difference. Way off. Way off. Some for the trailer, some for the driver. All right, we'll just go offload this into our trailer, and I think we'll call this part an episode. So what I'm going to do is, in the next episode, it will be on Chellington Farm. We'll go ahead and drive from Coldborough down to Chellington, and we'll dump this off into the bunker down at the cattle yard, and we'll get it fermenting, and you'll be able to see that part of the process. And we'll do a couple other jobs too, of course. And I have some pretty neat mods to show you for leveling the silage and so forth. So it'll be a good episode. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and continue on and harvest the last little field off camera. So just before I let you go, off story, If you would like to do CCM, everything you need is in the Giants Mod Hub menu, in-game, and on the Giants website. I'll leave links down in the description if you'd like to go to the website and download it. It is much faster to go through the website. It takes a long time to download things through the in-game menu. So I will leave those links for you. All you need is the CCM mod and then this grain mill auger. So and then you're off and running, and you'll use the corn grain header on your regular harvester, and you'll harvest the corn for grain as you saw, and then it mills it as it goes into the trailer. And then you just, when you drop it into your bunker, before you dump it, so I thought I would just show you on this bunker down here at the BGA. So as you see in the controls menu up on the left-hand side of the screen, it says change silo type. So you just press J, and then you'll see where it says fill level, it says CCM or chaff. Okay? So you want it to be CCM. Otherwise, it's not going to dump in. Okay, folks, so I want to thank you once again for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Please join me in the next episode of Chellington Farm. So until we meet again, my friends, take great care of yourself, okay? And bye-bye for now.